Hello everybody, hope you're having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get a free set of the new Civil Engineer armor and basically fight the Jersey Devil. There will be spoilers ahead, so just keep that in mind. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so to start this quest, if it's not already in your Pip-Boy, it was already in my Pip-Boy when I started, but if it's not, you can just come to White Springs here and you just need to interact with this nightclub advertisement poster, and then that's going to begin the quest opportunity knocking. We're going to have to do 4 quests in order to get the full set of Civil Engineer armor. We'll get pieces as we complete these quests, and they're really not that hard. There's a couple of tricky parts, which is why I kind of wanted to make this video. So I'm just going to try to make that a little easier for you, but it's fairly easy to do. So once you read the poster, you're going to come over here to the Rose Room, which I was just showing on the map. And keep in mind too, there's a lot of dialogue in these 4 quests. I'm pretty much going to skip over most of the dialogue. It's self-explanatory, and then that way I'm not going to ruin anything. And the video is still going to be 17 minutes anyway, so yeah, I thought I wouldn't include all the dialogue. But to start, we're going to come over here and come to the Rose Room, and we're going to watch the performance, which is downstairs. It took me a second to figure it out. And again, I don't really want to ruin anything. It's self-explanatory. After you're done choosing what you want to do there, you'll have to come over and check on Abby, and then this is basically going to be the end of the first mission. The first mission's very quick to get done. Lots of dialogue though. And once we're done checking on Abby, we're just going to reconvene with Vin here, and then we'll be done the first one, and we're going to be on our way to starting all the worlds at stage, the next quest. And from this one, I think we just get the helmet, if I'm not mistaken. So the first mission should award the helmet. We'll see right here, just to confirm. It is the helmet, okay. Okay, so to start the next mission, we're just going to have to talk to Orlando, which is at the White Springs Refuge. So we're going to have to head over there and just show you where that is on the map. You can actually use this fast travel marker just to show you the quest is there as well. But you can use this fast travel marker to easily go to the refuge. I don't know why I went to the mall there, but use this one. That's the one you want to click on. And then you're just going to come over here and we're going to talk to Orlando. I'm going to show you how to get there. It can definitely be a little bit confusing inside of here, especially if you haven't been over here. I know it very well. I've used to have to do all the dailies where you have to stir to stew to start the expeditions, so I'm pretty familiar with this area. But yeah, I would think it can definitely get confusing in here. I used to get confused sometimes. But anyway, we're going to come over here. We're going to talk to Orlando and basically deal with a bunch more dialogue. And yeah, I'm not going to show it all again. I don't really want to ruin anything. You guys can go through this all yourself if you want. I'm not much of a dialogue person myself. I really did just skip through this stuff. So if you're like that, then cheers, because I'm the same way. Basically, after we're done that, we're going to confront Evelyn. Same thing, a bunch of dialogue. And it's basically going to lead us to Atlantic City. You can even talk to the superstitious refugee if you want to. It's an optional there. You'll pretty much have to, you know, get every dialogue out of her to complete that, just so you know. And then we are heading to Atlantic City. Now, you can just fast travel to the casino quarter here. It says start new expedition. You just want to travel to district. And when we get there, Evelyn will be waiting for us, and we're just going to interact with her quick. And then we just need to find Stanley here. So he's just going to be over here. And this is a great opportunity to explore all of Atlantic City. I'm telling you, by the end of these 4 missions, you will definitely know how big this area is. Also, do not forget to learn your civil engineer plans. Just throwing that out there. And to get to Stanley, we're going to have to come into the casino here. If you've done the new expeditions, I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with Atlantic City by now, or the casino, I should say. But I'm going to guide you through here and show you how to get the key to open the door and everything. This is one of those confusing parts that I'm sure I can help you progress through a little bit faster. So basically, you can just come in and you can talk to this gentleman right here. You probably don't even have to talk to him, to be honest. And what you're going to have to do is find a way into the High Rollers Lounge. Now, this is the room in here. Now, if you don't have the key, I'm going to show you how to get the key, because you need the key to unlock these doors as I'm showing. But I'm going to show you again how to get the key if you don't have it, and it'll start from that door we went in, which was the employees' door there. Okay, so the employees only door, instead of going left where I went the first part there, which is where the room is you want to get to, you can find the key over here in the manager's room. And all you have to do is come over here, open the door, and get the key. Simple as that. It's just on the corner of the desk. And then you should have no problems getting into that room. Once we're in the room, we're going to have to strike a deal with Stan. I just paid him the 5,000 caps because, you know, I had the caps to do so and I'm not too worried about them. But I'm sure there's speech checks you could do to pass this as well. And once you make a deal with him, we're going to have to get into Zaid's show, which will involve coming to a sewer lid here and going through the sewers, and then going to the other part of Atlantic City if you're familiar with the expeditions. We're going to have to talk to the ticket clerk, and then we're going to have to head over to, like, the little... like, I don't know what you'd call it, like a show house, showroom or something, where the stage is here. And you're basically going to investigate the backstage, come into this room here, and once you come into this room, it's going to tell you to impersonate a clown. So you'll have to get the hat and the clothes, and you will have to put them on. Don't put them on using don't try to put them on using a power armor like I did here. I was wondering why I couldn't put on the outfit, and as you can see, it reminded me there in the top left. So yeah, make sure you're out of your power armor, ladies and gentlemen, if you're even in one. I think I was in one for the new weapon. Okay, we got the hat and the outfit on, and this is probably the coolest part of the 4 quests, in my opinion. This is what I enjoyed doing the best. Basically, after you got the clown suit on, you're going to come up here and make sure that this clown isn't going to come out anytime soon, because you're basically impersonating him, right? So once you talk to him and make sure he's not going to come out, you're going to come over to the stage and we're going to start doing a couple things. And one of them is telling some jokes. We're going to be throwing some pies at people. And we are also going to be throwing some grenades through some hoops. They're up top here. I just wanted to show. It took me a second to find them. And once we're done that, we can return backstage. And we're going to talk to Evelyn again. And then we're going to have to go back out on stage again. I don't want to ruin anything, but there's some definite choices here. You can either go one way or another. So this is what you can do. I didn't want to spoil anything, so I just thought I would show you the choices. Either way, it'll progress the quest. And once you're done, just make your way back outside and we're going to meet up with Stanley again. Do some dialogue, and then we're going to head back to the Rose Room. And this is pretty much going to be it for the second quest. We're going to talk to Vin again, and we're going to talk about some blood, without trying to spoil anything. And some more dialogue. But once you're done, you will be done that quest, and then there's only 2 more to do. So we're getting there, ladies and gentlemen, if you're still watching. This probably took maybe an hour or 2. I'm hoping I can speed this up for you a bit. Anyway, that quest awards the arms, I think it was there, and then the next one will be the legs, and then the next one's the chest piece. That was the legs there, I'm not sure, one or the other. Anyway, for HonorBound, which is the next quest, we're going to start by speaking to Vin here. Or Antonio first, I think, and then Vin. And then we're going to head over to the flooded city here. And ironically, I think we're going to flood the city. And we're going to meet up with Vin again before we do that. Oh, no, we're not doing that yet. Sorry about that. We're going to have to speak to Sloan, and then I think we have to save some people. Flooding, it's the next mission. I apologize for that. Okay, so once we're done speaking to Sloan, we're going to go help the Munies. Okay, and this is pretty easy. There are just 4 of them all around the area. You're just going to walk up to them and basically revive them. It's very simple. I'm sure most of you won't have trouble finding them. And this really gives you an opportunity to explore the area and really appreciate how big it is. It'll take you a second to find them all. Okay, so once you've found them all, you're going to meet Vin and Sloan near the warehouse again. Once you're over there, we're going to talk to them again, and then we're going to try to find our way inside the warehouse here. And as you can see, you do need a key. There's probably several ways to do this. I forget what I did here. Let's just see. Basically just ran through it as quickly as I could, and then I was able to pick up a key here. So if you want to pick the same choices as I did, and then just get the key out of the plant here, and then you can go inside, would probably be the best way to go. And then we're just going to investigate the warehouse. But what we're looking for is a terminal, and the terminal is upstairs, as I'm going to show here. And we'll just go through that, and it'll basically progress the quest further. I'm not sure what particular here I clicked to go through or to progress the quest, but we're going to see here. Okay, so it wasn't local inventory. How does it work? Nope. Hiding in plain sight, unless you need it to go through them all. And then lab duty. So it could be lab duty or it could be all of them. So just keep that in mind. If you click lab duty and it doesn't work, then just click them all. And then we're going to go back and speak to Vin. Definitely a lot of speaking to Vin in these missions. Okay, so this is the part I was talking about flooding, and you're going to have to remember the number 3241. And basically the valves are going to be numbered, and you're just going to have to go up to them in that order. 3241. As you can see, the numbers are on the side of the valves. Just go up to the valves in that order, and then turn them, and when you are done the fourth one, it will progress the quest. This took me a second to figure out, actually. So hopefully I can make you get through this a little bit faster with the help of this video. And like I said, when you're done, we are going to enter the chem lab, which is up here. A little tricky to find if you're not close to it. And basically you'll fight a couple of overgrown, yeah, be prepared for that. They're not too tanky. You know, you won't have a hard time killing them. And then again, we are going to speak to who, might you ask? Vin. We have to speak to Vin again. So get used to Vin, ladies and gentlemen, and the dialogue. I would love to know the actual amount of time of dialogue in these missions. It's crazy. Okay, after we speak to Vin, we're going to speak to the chem cook, which is inside. Once we're done that, we will kind of speak to Vin again, and then I think we are done this quest. HonorBound is done. Awesome. And then we are on to the last quest, Sins of Our Father. HonorBound rewarded us the legs, I think. We're going to show right here. Yeah, it was the legs. Okay. Don't forget to learn those plants. Okay, so we're starting the last quest now. So once you're done that, you can just come back to the Rose Room here. And then we're going to speak to who? Vin again. Lots of dialogue, everybody. Let me know in the comments what you think all the dialogue in these missions. I know some people love it, though. So, yeah, and basically tons of dialogue before we go to Atlantic City again. So I didn't want to spoil all that. Just if you want to watch it, then you want to watch it. If not, it's self-explanatory. You just go through a bunch of dialogue. We're going to come back to Atlantic City here. And then we're going to basically spread pheromones around to attract the devil, which is basically a little mini boss fight. And all you're doing is going around Atlantic City here, and you're just going to be placing these on the ground. It's literally just walk up to them and you'll get a prompt and you place them down. Once you're done that, you will speak to Antonio again, and then we're going to go fight the Jersey Devil, which is one of my favorite parts of the quest. I hope we can still fight him again, or how that's going to work. But anyway, he's going to bring us over here. It's a fairly easy fight if you're a seasoned Fallout 76 player. He's about as tanky as a blue devil. I took him down here with a holy fire, like a vampire's one, without even a proper build. Fairly fast. You will have to fight some lesser devils as well, so keep that in mind. He can kill you quick. Just be prepared for it. If you're prepared, you shouldn't have a problem. And worst case, you'll just respawn near this and you'll have to work your way back over. But once you kill the Jersey Devil, we have to harvest the blood. And again, you can make whatever choice you want here. I don't think there's any, things you'll miss out on if you go either way. Let me know in the comments if there is. I really don't think there is. You can choose what you want to go with for the dialogue. We're going to come back and speak to Gene again, and then we're going to speak to Antonio. And then we're almost done here. We just need to follow Antonio after we talk to him, and we're going to confront Abby, and we're going to talk to her about the blood. Again, I don't really want to spoil anything. This is all for you guys to, make decisions on. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed these quests, and you get that civil engineer armor, because it's not as bad as you think. And once we're done talking to them, again, we're going to come back to the Rose Room, a bunch of dialogue, and then we will be done Sins of the Father, which is the final quest, and you will have unlocked all the pieces of the civil engineer armor at this point. So, yeah, and it's not a bad armor, as I'm going to show here. Okay, so you can get the mods for it as well from Giuseppe at the White Springs Refuge, which is where I showed before coming to in the video. I would think most of us know where this is by now. It's in the White Springs Refuge. You can fast travel there basically at the White Springs. So I highly recommend the Buttressed. I put it on all of the armor here, and I just wanted to compare it to the Secret Service here for you. So it's really not that bad. So this is the Secret Service stats, and I know some things affect this, but this was a pretty even number that I got from wearing the Secret Service. 363, 323, and 240. The Civil Engineer armor is 316, so it loses out a bit in the ballistic, but the 419 and the 263 is a lot better than the Secret Service armor. Not to mention, it has the 10% chance to attack or to hit melee attackers, and the 33% weapons break slower. So it's really not a bad armor, everybody. I kind of want to test it out. It's great for a railway rifle build, that's for sure. But I still think the Secret Service armor is just a smidgen better. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. I hope this video helped you. And as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.